Hey y'all, I'm Gil, and this is the introduction for the Feeling Down Need a Friend group. Um, it's been a while since I recorded a video, so thought I would do that and use some of the Q&A from Lauren Luke's video. So I'll get started with that. My favorite color is peacock blue. I think about 50% of my wardrobe is comprised of it, and I have to actively stop myself from buying more of it because I don't need 75 or 90% of it to be um, the same color. It's thankfully a color that looks good on me, but again, not one that I need to have in my entire wardrobe. My best memory are usually ones when it's been my family all together and doing things, be it my immediate family with my mom, dad, brother, and I, or more extended family, grandma, grandpa, cousins. Um, One really good memory that I have is um, we lived out in the Marshall Islands when I was in high school, which is halfway between Hawaii and Australia, and there was an island over in the Federated States of Micronesia called Kosrae, and we would go visit there because it was a little bit different kind of island. And we always had awesome vacations there. We always had fun in Hawaii or at Disney World when we went back to the States. And even just being in that island chain where we were, it was really nice, and we did a lot of stuff as a family. Favorite food and drink. Food is really tough. I'm really partial to Mediterranean, like Greek, Israeli, Lebanese food. Um, Also, just a second, a big fan of Chinese food, especially homemade Chinese food. So, yum. I make fried rice a lot. I have one younger brother. He's about 3.5 years younger than I am. I'm just about 27 and he's 23. Liking sports, I like going to baseball games. I don't particularly follow any team. Um, I like to scuba dive, or at least I did back when we lived where it was warm enough to dive. And I like to snowboard, like to swim. But again, I work on oil rigs, so I don't generally have a whole lot of time to do any of that, which kind of sucks. My hobbies are really varied and wide. Right now, it's getting my house up to date and ready to go, just in terms of being a house. I bought it back in May. It was built in the 1950s. It needs some updating and tweaking, and it's fun, but it takes up a lot of my time and money. Previously, I've been a bagpiper in the Kwajalein Pipes and Drums Corps, and like I said, a scuba diver. Um, I like to write. I like to sing, and thankfully, my boyfriend is also really into music. So, even if it's just us sitting there like belting music out at each other, we have fun. I have two pets, Herman, and you've seen him. He's actually sleeping over on the couch. There, the black spot. And then Bjorn is his brother. He's right there. They're both very good kitties. They're both rescues. I don't really have a favorite Christmas song. I think I've said it once or twice in the group, but I'm Jewish, not Christian, so we do Hanukkah, and so there's the Hanukkah song by Adam Sandler. Put on your yarmulke. It's time for Hanukkah. Da 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 da. Yeah. So, um, we do we well we do Hanukkah and Christmas, but the Christmas isn't religious. It's always just been like Happy Tree and Santa Day. Very American version of Christmas. Um, do I collect anything? In the past, I've collected bad boyfriends, and I broke that habit. I actually collect salt and pepper shakers, which is really kind of silly, but they're small, and you can find some really goofy ones. Like, I have two peas in a pod, and a little guy, and he's in a sombrero. He's Mexican, and the pepper shaker is a a cactus, and they're really bizarre, but they're fun. My favorite makeup brand right now, because it's winter and I am seriously see-through pale. I'm wearing NARS number one Fair Siberia foundation. Um, I don't tend to be real loyal to any specific brand when it comes to any of my beauty stuff, be it hair color or makeup or anything like that. But NARS I've had good luck with, and I've also had good luck with Tarte, Tarte, and but their lightest foundation isn't light enough for me come wintertime. If I've had a little bit of sun, like in the spring or fall, it's alright, but not this time of year. Also, I work nights, so I don't see a whole lot of sunlight. My favorite accent really depends on my mood. I have a real thing for cowboys. So you get some guy who has this slow and sweet little accent from down south. Oh my lord. Um, I lived in Norway for 3 years, and so I kind of had to learn to turn off my attraction to the European accents because otherwise I just would have been chasing boys the whole time I was over there. And girls. But whatever. You know what I mean. Chasing people. And I had other things to do while I was there. Work. Last time I felt embarrassed, I don't feel embarrassed that often. I tend to just get anxious and goofy. I, yeah, I don't have a good answer for that one. My favorite smell is probably pink cotton candy, and that's actually vanilla. I know this because I ran a cotton candy business when I was in high school, and that's probably one of my favorite smells. It's just like warm vanilla, and it's delicious. Um, what color socks am I wearing? I'm wearing white athletic socks because I'm classy like that. Something I always wear, I always save for things like x-rays and whatnot. I always have my earrings in, my necklace on, my nose ring in, and um, well, this kind of surprised my dentist today when I showed up, and they had never seen one before. But I also have a smiley piercing, and that's up here. I don't know if you can see it. It's a little goofy, but it works for me. I also have 7 tattoos, so obviously I'm always wearing those. If I'm in public, I always have a bra on because I'm a 34G, and if I don't have one, I will knock myself or someone else out. Last song I listened to, I think was crap. Well, actually, I can look at my phone. That would tell me, wouldn't it? I'm sure it was something completely random. Let's see. I don't know. I think it was something by Hollywood Undead. What's it say for now playing? No, it was by Cold. It was Black Sunday. I was driving. I wasn't paying that much attention. My dream would be to get my house paid off and not have to work oil field anymore. 2 things I like about my character and personality, and 2 things I don't like. I'll start with a negative first so I can end on a positive note. I tend to be very concrete sequential when it comes to, not to learning, but when it comes to doing things in my life. Like, I have to do things in this order for it to be the right way to do it. I'm finally learning to break out of that habit. And I really don't like that I feel really insecure about, like, oh, well, I shouldn't, you know, I should pay off this before, I should pay off my car before I buy a house. Well, no, you can't do that in the real world when, especially if you have a decent job, and I'm playing with my hair way too much. You, you can't do that. Another thing I don't like is I tend to be really socially anxious, and um, I have a hard time with people sometimes, and just not wanting to deal with them. 2 things I like is that I am very bubbly and pretty vivacious with people that I know fairly well. And I've been told that I'm generous to a fault. My mom yells at me and tells me I'm going to put myself in the poorhouse for trying to like feed the whole planet. So I will take that as a positive because I can. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I'm Gil, not Jill, and I am the South Central Pennsylvania contingent of Feeling Down and Need a Friend. Have a good one. Bye.